Hi there, Sandra here. I'm just having a bit of fun today doing some cards with leftover bits of things that I've got. This is a watercolour card and I used a stencil that I made recently to put a pattern, and I used like a domestic plasticky polyfiller to put through my stencil, and then before it completely dried I put some mica powders on it and I like the effect of that. And I went around the edge with a alcohol marker, so that will be my card front. Now I have a sentiment which I'd already cut out and I will put it on there, but I think I probably want to put the purple on that edge as well. So I always use the chunky end of my marker because otherwise I am likely to get a much thicker wobbly line because it slips with the pointed end. And I've put some double-sided, I would say foam tape, but it isn't. It's like a transparent sticky tape, like a gel tape. And the reason I've used that is simply because I haven't got any more of the foam tape left, and I suddenly realised that when I went to get it out. So that will then tie that into that, and it just makes it stand out a bit more. Can't be bad, can it? So this needs to have some double-sided tape on the back, and then I'll have a card completed. Yay! I think that's quite acceptable. Right, let's put that down there. Okay, so I'm doing this video just, playing around, using up what I got. You might have noticed that I've not been making a lot of videos lately. I've taken the summer off. And there were a couple of reasons for that. It was so very, 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 very hot in my craft room this summer that glues weren't behaving properly. I couldn't stand it. I was way too hot. I just didn't feel comfortable. And yeah, it just wasn't particularly pleasant. But then I discovered that I had a second lot of colon cancer. I had been told I had the 5-year check, and it was fine. And this year I went in and they said, well, you only need a blood test this year, you're okay, you need a blood test. And I did that, and I had the appointment with the oncologist, and she said, oh, everything seems fine. And I said, I've been getting just a little bit of a niggle at the previous surgery site, because the first lot of cancer I had the surgery. They were very good. They removed everything, removed the nose. There was no sign of cancer in the nose, therefore no chemotherapy. Okay, so that is about 12 centimetres, this is 14. So I'm going to try this out now that I've actually got the tacky glue on one side. So let's put that down there. That's just going to hold my card base in place so the card base can't shift. Now, this might be slightly off because, this is not quite, it's about 2 millimetres off 28 centimetres. So there we go. Right. Now, the one thing I am making sure to do is that I put the fold side into that, because if this is okay, normally speaking, I could trim off any excess on those two edges to make it straight. Now, one of the reasons why I've not put this on here already is because it has been known to put it on in the wrong direction, and that would be a pain in the neck. Right, so you put it up like so, and I need to trim a little bit off of there and there, I think. I could get away with it, but you get the gist. If you know your card base is one size, 14, whatever, and it should be 14 square. That's 14, and that is just over. No, that is 14 as well. What can I say? maybe that didn't get cut square. That is also a possibility. Do I care anymore? No, I don't. Right. It's because if you do put it on the wrong way and you've got a design that you need it to open either sideways or that way, I mean, I quite like it that way, I quite like it that way, tend to do side opening, and you've put this on already in whatever corner you might find you done it the wrong way around, and that's a pain. So I do put these on afterwards. Anyway, as I said, got told I had another lot of colon cancer and I needed surgery. So a few weeks ago I had surgery, and then a couple of weeks ago I started chemo because it unfortunately had spread to the nodes. There we go. I think that is a perfectly decent card. I like it regardless. I will check that this edge is actually level, because maybe it isn't, but yeah, I like it regardless. So yeah, I started chemo, and low dose chemo at the moment because they're concerned that it might affect other things, and yeah, we're seeing how it goes. The first one, I ended up with a sore mouth and throat, which is common. It's sensitive to cold. That's one of the side effects of Folfox. And I was doing okay. I had 4 hours in hospital, followed by a couple of days with a pump on, and had the pump removed. And then the following day, it hit me like a truck. I don't feel ill, or I didn't feel ill, but I was so tired I could barely stay awake. I basically turned into my cat. I was sleeping all the time. I would get up, I would be awake for an hour, and think, gosh, I feel so tired, I need to go back to bed. I'd go to sleep for a couple of hours, I'd wake up, I'd have another hour up, and no, I can't do this, I need to go back to bed. And then I was still sleeping from I had to go to bed by 8:30, I couldn't stay awake any longer. I went to bed at 8:30, and I think I might have got up once during the night, and then I got up at 7:30 in the morning, and it's like, wow. And that continued for 4 days. So, and then it suddenly went away. So I'm having my second dose, and I'm thinking, well, if I get away with just a slightly painful mouth and throat and tiredness, I'll be happy. Fingers crossed, because the effects are supposed to accumulate rather than anything else. So yeah, you might see something of me, you might not, but it's probably going to be on the days when I am feeling more like a human being and less like my cat. I have an enormous bag of things like sequins. Just look at it. Huge. And I thought these stars would look really quite nice on this, so I'm going to use some stars. And there's a little bit of ink there that I really didn't want there, so I'm going to put one there. And I'm just going to drop in like that. This is acrylic gloss varnish, which traditionally I have used to put these sorts of things on. It also keeps these little things and sequins on quite nicely. So we have one card. I think that looks really pretty. Okay, so something that I realised this morning is that I didn't make these a centimetre. No, they're not a centimetre. So that was explaining why my measurements were a bit off, because I had assumed I'd made these a centimetre and I didn't. Or they didn't print it a centimetre, whichever. Doesn't make much difference. So how do you determine what size card you need if you've got your piece done already? And it's pretty simple, because if you've got 2 of these the same size, what you can do is you can slot that in, put that there, and then just take a ruler and measure. So that is a smidge under 12. And that is the same, a smidge under 12. 12 centimetres wide and 24 long for my card base. So the cards I've made today, this was the first one, and I really do like the way that came out, especially with those little silver stars on it. It just makes it work. This was the next one I did. Now this is being done with mica powders. Now the way this is done, I made a video on recently, and it's a reverse way of using a stencil, and if you like that effect, because it's so very, very easy, go have a look for that video. So that's the next one. This one is kind of like a distressed look. This was done with an embossed stencil and just trying to put the powders, the mica powders on afterwards. It's kind of a distressed effect. I wouldn't say it's the easiest way of using the mica powder, because with mica powders you can't use a self-adhesive stencil because that will put stuff on the back. You'll see what I mean later. So any stencil is likely to kind of let some embossing paste or whatever it is you're doing, it's likely to let it smudge. And I got a couple which were smudged, but it's distressed. Do I care? It's still pretty, so no, I don't. And if anyone's going to pull your cards apart when they get a homemade card, then they're not worth it. Now this is what I mean when I say if you use a self-adhesive stencil, because this is what I did with this one. So I did the embossing with the stencil, and then I put the powder on afterwards, and as you can see, it's gone not only where I really wanted it to go, which is obviously the design, but it's gone on the back, because there are always going to be traces of that adhesive, or very likely going to be traces of adhesive if you put it through an embossing machine on the original card. So I still think that looks pretty. It's distressed, it's an unusual colour scheme for Christmas, but yeah, I like it. I'm quite happy with all those cards made out of bits that I had done just as experimental things. Hope you've enjoyed it. I'll see you soon. Bye.